I have never felt so uncomfortable and violated by men in my life. And I've been all around the world. I've been to about 30 something countries. I'm from New York. I love crop tops. I love wearing shorts, whatever. It's hot here. And the men here make me feel disgusting. They're nasty here. The way that they look at you is like they're undressing you. They will stop what they're doing, turn around, and just stare at you up and down like they've never seen a woman before. I ran into my friend this morning who's leaving a few weeks early because of how uncomfortable and nasty the men here make her feel. Why are the men, specifically the Chilango Mexicanos, why are they so nasty and they act like they've never seen a woman before? Because it is getting to the point where I am so uncomfortable leaving my house with skin showing.
If you're a solo female traveler and you've had like fucked up things with guys, listen up. And then he makes a joke, a sexual joke, right? A sexual joke with schizophrenia involved. And I'm like, this is no, like just, and I said it, and like no one around me, I was like, where is anyone that speaks English? Because they could understand like this guy is like literally like fucked in the head and like semi-harassing me. And I said it, I don't even know what the joke was, to be honest. I just said to him like, I'm like, excuse me, do not talk sexually to me at all. Go, like I am by myself, can you please leave?
Being in the front row means that I can barely touch the front of this chair. Ginger ale, only acceptable drink. And now the manspreading, which forces me to put my feet into the aisle. You're not an asshole at all.
Since for me not to be with you, you need to make moves for you. And that was kind of funny because I had made tons and tons of moves by that time, and this was me waiting to be with him. So I thought to myself, okay, fine. You want moves, make moves for me? Fine, I'll find a Scottish guy, and maybe I'll move to Scotland. See what that's like. So I got on Tinder Passport. I think I paid $5 or something like that for it, and I bounced around. I stuck my pin in Edinburgh, and I stuck my pin in Glasgow, and I stuck my pin in Dublin actually to see what Irish guys are like, and I stuck my pin in Falkirk. I had been on Tinder Passport for like 3 days, and I met a lovely, wonderful Scottish guy named Paddy, and he is the sweetest guy. We've been talking for 8 weeks.
So this is a part 2 to my story time of when I was almost unalived in Jamaica. Basically what ended up happening is we got to the man's house. He went home, he said bye. The guy that I met got in the driver's seat. We drove downtown, we got a drink, we drove to the beach, hung out at the beach, then he drove me back to the resort. So that was really it. So we ended up having a lot of fun. I was just in my head the whole time, and rightfully so, because I was with strangers. But I say all this to say, guys, don't be like me, learn from me, be very smart and vigilant, especially when you're traveling alone. Don't go off resort with strangers.
That group had posted about her bad experience about visiting Egypt. She said she was sexually harassed. Her and her friends were sexually harassed to the point where they needed to have the police follow them around to keep them safe. There were some other things that they did not like about Egypt, but that was obviously at the top of their list. And when I say that this woman was dragged in the comments, they were so mad at this woman.
Dating abroad is so difficult because I'm a nomad and a lot of people are moving around. So, we're not settled. But I also like to think that if we have a good connection, let's just enjoy that. We don't have to like look too far into the future, and it doesn't just have to be like, oh, we don't have to define anything, but we also can like have a deep connection. But I guess a lot of people are just like, whatevs. So we're just hanging by myself. Solo traveler to the max.